As a doctor who has dedicated my career to caring for our cherished seniors, I'm Dr. Linda Harrison. From my practice here in the beautiful community of Scottsdale, Arizona, I've had the privilege of sitting with countless men just like you, listening to their health concerns. And one issue comes up more than any other: prostate health. What I've seen time and time again is that what you consume every day, even with the best intentions, might be quietly harming your prostate. So many men believe they're making healthier choices by eating extra fruit, but certain fruits can actually trigger inflammation and make prostate problems significantly worse. If you're facing frequent trips to the bathroom, difficulty starting or stopping your stream, or are being woken several times a night, your prostate could be sending you a warning signal. And unexpectedly, some of these so-called healthy fruits may be the hidden cause. Before we dive in, if you're committed to protecting your health naturally and taking control of your well-being, take a moment to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I share real-life, practical tips to help men stay confident, strong, and symptom-free without the guesswork. In my years of practice, I've watched many seniors accidentally worsen their symptoms by eating these very common fruits. But with the right knowledge, you can shield your prostate and see natural improvement. In this discussion, I'll share the 5 fruits that can silently enlarge your prostate and what you should eat instead to calm inflammation and keep your prostate relaxed. The 5 fruits that can irritate your prostate. Let's count down the 5 fruits that can irritate your prostate and make your symptoms worse. Remember, moderation and making wise choices are absolutely crucial to staying well. Your health is in your hands, and knowledge is your most powerful tool. Fruithekien, pineapple. Pineapple is one of those wonderful fruits that immediately transports you to a tropical paradise, perhaps reminding you of a vacation in Hawaii. Its juicy sweetness and lively tang have made it a favorite treat for people of all ages. But if you're a man over 60 and are being mindful of your prostate health, you might want to take a closer look at what this golden fruit is really doing inside your body. As your doctor, I often see men who are genuinely trying to eat healthier, adding more fruits like pineapple to their diets, hoping to boost their energy and overall wellness. The problem is, while pineapple has its benefits, it's also surprisingly tough on your prostate if you're already dealing with enlargement or urinary issues. You see, pineapple is loaded with natural sugars, primarily fructose, which can trigger a low-grade inflammatory response in delicate tissues, including the prostate gland. Over time, this ongoing inflammation is one of the primary drivers of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. The high sugar content in pineapple isn't always obvious because of its natural sweetness, but your body still processes it like any other sugar, potentially leading to swelling and discomfort. Additionally, pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain. Many people recognize bromelain as a natural anti-inflammatory, which is true in certain contexts. However, for older men with sensitive prostates, bromelain can actually increase blood flow to the pelvic region. While this sounds beneficial in theory, it can worsen inflammation in already irritated prostate tissue. It's like trying to put out a small fire by fanning it with more oxygen. It can push your symptoms from a slight annoyance to a major daily disruption. Beyond that, the acidity of pineapple is another factor that's often overlooked. While your taste buds may enjoy that bold, tart flavor, your bladder and prostate might not. That acidity can irritate the sensitive lining of your urinary tract, creating a perfect storm of urgency, frequency, and that frustrating feeling of incomplete, emptying, the kind that keeps you awake at night and has you planning your errands around the nearest restroom during the day. So, what's the message here? I'm not saying you have to banish pineapple from your life entirely. If you truly enjoy it, a small slice now and then likely won't derail your prostate health. But if you're experiencing those nightly wake-up calls or a constant urge to go, it would be wise to cut back on the pineapple and observe how your body reacts. Try swapping it for fruits that are gentler on the bladder and prostate, like blueberries or pears, fruits that nourish you without the same acidic kick and sugar spike. You might find that even minor dietary changes can bring noticeable relief to your daily life and support your prostate in ways you hadn't imagined. But pineapple isn't the only fruit that can quietly undermine your prostate health. There's another sweet staple that millions of Americans eat daily, and it's silently contributing to prostate inflammation as well. Fruit hash 2, Oranges and citrus fruits. Oranges and other citrus fruits, like grapefruits and tangerines, have long been praised as the gold standard of health. Packed with vitamin C, a refreshing tang, and bright, cheerful colors, they promise vitality in every juicy bite. For years, we've been told to start our mornings with a glass of orange juice from the Florida groves, or to snack on a tangerine to keep our immune system strong and our energy high. But for men over 60 who are already managing an enlarged prostate, that innocent morning habit may not be as harmless as it appears. As a doctor, I've observed countless patients turn to citrus fruits as a natural solution for everything from fatigue to the common cold, never realizing these same fruits could be quietly adding to the discomfort they experience below the belt. You see, citrus fruits are quite acidic. While that acidity might be appealing to your palate, it's a very different story for your bladder and prostate. That tangy bite, the very thing that wakes you up in the morning, can aggravate the sensitive lining of your urinary tract. Think of it like putting lemon juice on a small cut. It stings. This can set off a chain reaction of inflammation and tightness that your prostate simply can't ignore. The acidity can create a burning feeling, an urgent need to urinate, or even the sense that you're never quite emptying your bladder completely. For men already facing the burden of BPH, these issues can rapidly shift from bothersome to completely draining, turning a once enjoyable part of your menu into a secret source of frustration. And it's not just the acid either. The natural sugars in citrus fruits can also play a role in promoting mild, systemic inflammation, a subtle yet impactful factor in prostate enlargement. Over time, the daily intake of citrus can accumulate, and the very fruit you believed was helping you stay fit could be holding you back in ways you hadn't expected. This doesn't mean you have to eliminate citrus fruits entirely from your routine. If you enjoy an occasional orange or a dash of lemon in your water, that's absolutely fine. But if you're waking up multiple times a night or feeling like your bladder never completely empties, it's worth questioning if your daily citrus habit is actually causing you more trouble than good. Instead of relying on oranges and citrus fruits, try gentler alternatives like apples, pears, or even sweet berries that provide antioxidants without the harsh acidic edge. You might just find that your body relaxes when you make the switch. But oranges and citrus fruits are only the beginning. There's another fruit, so familiar and ordinary that most men would never suspect could contribute to nighttime bathroom visits and ongoing discomfort. It's something likely already in your kitchen, and it's the next fruit we need to discuss. Fruit 3. Bananas. Bananas are a popular staple in kitchens across America. Their gentle sweetness, creamy texture, and natural convenience make them a go-to snack for people of all ages. It's easy to see why so many seniors reach for a banana first thing in the morning or as an afternoon pick-me-up. But what many men don't realize is that this modest yellow fruit, while healthy in moderation, can actually be a hidden culprit in aggravating prostate discomfort and urinary issues. As a doctor, I've seen how men, especially those over 60, eagerly add bananas to their diets, believing they're making a heart-smart and prostate-friendly choice. And often, they are. Bananas are rich in potassium, a vital mineral that helps keep blood pressure steady and muscles working as they should. But the other side of that potassium benefit is how it can quietly affect fluid balance in your body, particularly in the lower abdomen. For seniors whose kidney function may not be as robust as it once was, the natural potassium spike from regular banana consumption can actually lead to fluid retention. That subtle swelling and excess fluid can press on your already delicate prostate, increasing the discomfort you might feel when you're trying to sleep at night or simply go about your day. It's a gentle but persistent pressure that can make a big difference. There's also a hormonal aspect to consider. Bananas contain a small yet meaningful amount of plant sterols, which in excess can disrupt your body's normal hormone balance. For men already adjusting to the natural changes in testosterone and estrogen that come with aging, even slight shifts in hormone levels can be enough to make a difference, leading to extra inflammation and a prostate that feels swollen and stubborn. I want to be clear, bananas are not the villain. In fact, for many men, a banana each day is perfectly fine and can even support gentle digestive health thanks to its fiber. But for those who find themselves eating several bananas daily, thinking they're doubling down on a good thing, it's time to stop and reconsider. Your prostate might be quietly protesting, and cutting back just a little could relieve that pressure and provide noticeable comfort. Awareness and moderation are essential. Keep enjoying that morning banana if it brings you joy, but pay close attention to how often and how much you consume. Your body is always giving you signals, and listening is one of the most important things you can do to protect your health. Of course, bananas are just one piece of this puzzle. There's another fruit that's often considered the ultimate symbol of summer refreshment, but for men with an enlarged prostate, it can be a hidden threat you didn't expect. Fruit watermelon. Watermelon has long been seen as a symbol of carefree American summer days of 4th of July picnics and laughter. Under the sundae, its juicy, refreshing sweetness seems like nature's perfect answer to heat and thirst. But for men over 60 who are dealing with the bothersome and often disruptive symptoms of an enlarged prostate, this favorite fruit can be more of a hidden enemy than an ally. As your doctor, I understand how important it is to stay hydrated. And many men choose watermelon because of its high water content and appealing taste. It almost feels too good to be true. Hydration in a sweet, enjoyable package. But the very thing that makes watermelon so attractive, its high water content, can also present a subtle but significant problem for your prostate. Watermelon is over 90% water, and that sudden surge of fluids can overwhelm an aging bladder that's already working hard to keep up. For men with an enlarged prostate, the gland itself presses on the urethra, making it harder to fully empty the bladder. When you add the extra volume from a few large slices of watermelon, it's like pouring more water into a cup that's already nearly full. This only increases the strain, pressure, and unease. This can mean more nighttime visits to the bathroom, greater urgency during the day, and that lingering feeling of never quite being finished. Beyond its water content, watermelon's natural sugars can also quietly contribute to inflammation throughout the body. For men with BPH, even slight increases in overall inflammation can shift symptoms from manageable to difficult. It's not just the instant pressure from the extra fluids. It's also the longer-term swelling that these sugars can contribute to, turning a cooling summer treat into a daily trigger for discomfort and disruption. I'm not saying you must remove watermelon from your diet entirely. Its vitamins and antioxidants can still play a role in a balanced, thoughtful approach to eating. But moderation is key, and timing matters as well. If you're going to enjoy a slice or two, try having it earlier in the day, allowing your body plenty of time to process the added hydration before night arrives. It's those late-night servings that can sneak up on you, making restful, uninterrupted sleep seem out of reach. Listening to your body's cues can make all the difference. You may notice that cutting back on watermelon or choosing lower sugar, lower fluid fruits brings surprising relief. These small, mindful adjustments can lead to better days and quieter nights. But watermelon isn't the only fruit that can seem harmless at first, while hiding a risk for your prostate health. There's another one, tiny, sweet, and often found in bunches on your kitchen table that could be causing more trouble than you'd think. Grapes. Grapes, with their gentle sweetness and satisfying pop, have a way of making us feel both indulgent and healthy at the same time. They're a favorite at family gatherings, a quick snack on busy afternoons, and a comforting choice when we want a taste of something fresh. It's so easy to sit with a bowl of them while watching TV. But for men over 60 living with an enlarged prostate, these small fruits can hide a real risk, one that's easy to overlook. As a doctor, I often hear my patients say they're eating more grapes because they've heard they're good for the heart and packed with antioxidants. And while that's true in many respects, there's another side to the story when it comes to your prostate. Grapes are naturally high in sugar, and even though their small size makes it tempting to eat handful after handful, those sugars can quietly fuel inflammation in the body. It's a slow buildup that's especially concerning for the prostate, which is already prone to swelling and irritation as men get older. But the problem doesn't end with sugar. Grapes also contain tannins, which are natural compounds found in the skin and seeds that can irritate the lining of the bladder and nearby areas of the urinary tract. For someone whose prostate is already enlarged, that irritation can intensify the symptoms you're already experiencing. The outcome? More urgency, increased frequency, and more restless nights spent making trips to the bathroom instead of getting the deep, restorative sleep your body truly needs. It's frustrating to think that such a small, seemingly harmless fruit could play such a major role in your prostate discomfort, but being informed is power. Knowing how grapes can influence your symptoms allows you to make smarter, more empowered decisions moving forward. You don't need to give up grapes entirely if you love them. It's about being aware of your portions and noticing how your body feels after you eat them. Swapping them for berries, like blueberries or strawberries, can be a fantastic move. These fruits offer valuable antioxidants, without the same high sugar load and without the potential for bladder irritation. Ultimately, the most valuable lesson here is to pay attention to what your body is trying to signal to you. Choosing fruits with lower sugar levels and softer acidity, eating with intention, and tuning into your own body's feedback is a powerful form of self-care. This goes beyond simply avoiding discomfort. It's about regaining the energy, the self-assurance, and the restful nights that a troubled prostate can so easily take away. It's about showing up for yourself in small ways each day, recognizing that every thoughtful action is a step toward a more comfortable, vibrant life. Remember, your path to improved prostate health doesn't have to feel overwhelming. You don't need to change everything overnight. Begin with one small adjustment, perhaps swapping your morning orange juice for a handful of berries, or being more mindful of how much watermelon you eat, and see how your body reacts. Small changes can build powerful momentum, laying the groundwork for comfort, confidence, and peace of mind. You deserve a life where your prostate doesn't set the rules, where you're free to enjoy your days and rest well at night. So take this knowledge and use it to nourish the best version of yourself. Your body will appreciate it, and so will your prostate. Now that you've heard the truth about these 5 fruits, tell me in the comments which one surprised you the most. Your stories and your questions help us all learn and grow. They remind us that men over 60 deserve honest, helpful guidance. If you found value here, please pause and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next insight into your health. And finally, please share this with a friend, a brother, or your father, because this kind of knowledge could truly change their life too.